to take one single bath. I don't think I went to the bathroom once during that show, did I? And now, half hour into the show, got to take a bathroom break. That's called old age, everybody. Old age. Someday it's going to hit us all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you recognize this gentleman here, but his name is Bob Oakes. Bob, welcome to the show. I don't know what she's doing. Oh, she's keeping you safe from all of our previous guests. Bob Oakes is our next guest. Are you ready, dear? Are you ready? Come on. We are almost good at that. Your transition was almost perfect.
Is you ask me, can you hear me?
Yes, everybody can hear you, dear. So loud and clear.
You ask me to do the ad, and then you go to the bathroom.
Yeah, so you're supposed to stretch it out. You're supposed to stretch it out.
I know, but I have to change the mic names.
Oh, you see, we're keeping everybody safe here.
Everybody safe.
Dear, focus on the guest and not yourself.
Sorry.
Bob Oakes from
Welcome to the show.
Sun Palace Vacations. Bob,
Please
how are you?
don't run away.
No, I'm a loyal fan and listener.
What is wrong with you, Bob?
I'm one of those 6 people.
No, right, 9, Bob. Right. You're not really a fan if you don't know the number.
Hey, don't cut our numbers down.
Come on, Bob. How dare you do that? Gosh. So how are you, Bob?
Good.
Well, first of all, thank you for being a sponsor of the show, and we appreciate that very much. Now, tell everybody about, first of all, tell everybody about you. Who is
How long
Bob?
have you been down here? Yeah. When did you come down? Why? And how did you get started in business down here?
I came down. My company from the Outer Banks.
There you go. Oh, North Carolina.
Of North Carolina.
Ooh, that's a nice area.
She's a geography whiz. I don't know if you knew that from previous shows, but
we had the chance to buy a great company down here, Sun Palace. Ron and Judith Hemstreet had grown a company. They'd been here for 13 years. Great quality homes, great customer service, and they were at that point where they're ready to retire. So we came in and got to know the folks and closed at the end of January. And it's just a great group of people.
Oh, this past January?
Not this January, last January.
2019.
So 2020.
Yeah, everybody likes to forget.
Timing could have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
Things, but,
wow. So how many?
Wait a minute. So what's your background? Like, why? What led you to that?
Come on.
I was doing vacation rentals on the Outer Banks since 1987.
Wow. So you come with a lot of experience.
I've
well-versed.
I've been in the houses.
So Outer Banks, we used to live in North Carolina, in Jacksonville, Greenville. Well, the radio station,
near there,
the radio station that I worked at, because North Carolina is so flat, was 100,000 watts. So that's a lot of watts, dear. That means the radio station signal goes very far. It went all the way out to Jacksonville, and there's a base out there in Jacksonville, right? And then the Outer Banks is close to Jacksonville, right? Or no?
It's probably a 3 or 4 hour drive.
Okay, that's pretty close. I mean,
Greenville's about 2 hours away. If it's Greenville, North Carolina.
Yeah. When you compare North Carolina, when you compare Florida to New York, then it's close, right?
It's close, about 300 or 400 miles.
He didn't say that. He said 300 or 400 hours, not 300 or 400 miles.
I've just been so impressed with the beach here.
Yeah.
There's so many good things about it.
Sure.
You can walk it really easily.
Except the government, but that's a different story. Yeah.
The Atlantic Ocean's a little bit rougher than this is.
Yeah.
And, the little kids can walk out forever, it seems like.
Yes. You can go a long, long way before you're going to get in over your head, which is good.
I swam
Especially
2 miles in the Atlantic Ocean one year during the Ironman. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about Sun Palace Vacations. What can people get? What do you have to offer them?
Well, anywhere from we've got Mojo's Studios, which are some studio rooms.
That's a sweet spot right there.
Coffee shop. You're a block from the beach. It's just great access all the way up to. We've got a lot of Gulf front homes, so you can get a 6-bedroom where you can bring the extended family, and that's our clientele is family groups for the most part.
Right on the Gulf.
Right on the Gulf. And then you've also got the homes. No place in Fort Myers Beach is that far away from the beach.
Right.
So we've got folks that come down and get a 2 or 3 bedroom home on the canal and just walk to the beach when they'll stay for a couple of weeks.
Now Mojo's is right over by the Sea Gypsy, right? That's the whole spot there.
Right next door.
Are your apartments or what are they home?
They're studios.
Studios. Are they to the side or
right
above?
They're above.
Nice.
So you're kind of looking down on that courtyard in Mojo's.
Now, did you have to refurbish them when you came down, or they were good to go when you got them?
With vacation rentals, you're the you're the manager and you recommend things to the owners, and
I see.
And you've got to have some standards.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because there's a big trust relationship there with your guests. They want to know what they're coming into and that it's a certain quality. And then same thing with your owners. I mean, they're trusting you to take care of the home. That's their number one concern.
Thank God, we have Governor DeSantis in this state. But the big question is, how has the pandemic affected your business?
Well, early spring was a little bit of a scary time. It was just completely shut down.
Yeah.
From probably mid-March through close to the end of May.
Wow.
And I actually went back to North Carolina during that time because there wasn't much point in being here. We weren't doing a lot.
Right.
And they actually closed the bridge to non-resident property owners in Dare County. So that caused a fair amount of controversy.
For sure.
Controversy when you can't get to your property. But when it opened back up, there was a lot of pent-up demand and people just wanted to get away. And vacation rentals were just the perfect venue for that.
Right.
You had control of your space. They were well cleaned. And you had only your family there and no real common areas. So it was just the perfect setup for that. So people are coming back, and some people are willing to travel and some people aren't. And you got to respect people's individual decisions there.
Obviously you're going in there and you're doing all the COVID routine to clean every house that comes up.
No, we're doing our regular cleaning, and then we also did a treatment with a product called Preventex, which put a barrier on for 90 days that's supposed to kill the virus. It's what they used on the hospital ships in New York.
He's not paying attention. We're doing a show here. He's
living his life. Let him live his life.
You see him run away. He knows I'm kidding around with him. We need to shut the heater off in here.
Guys, I've got a present for y'all.
Oh, no kidding.
It's the
very nice. We had him on the show.
And I really want to compliment y'all. You've given me a lot of good ideas on things.
Oh, you kidding?
And
you're making that up.
We actually got this book for all of our property owners. And it's this is an autographed copy because when I went in to buy the books, the author was there.
Nice.
At the Mound House.
Patrick.
He very kindly signed 125 books.
You're saying that you got that idea from watching him on our show?
Yes, sir.
When I was watching the council meeting, they said somebody had come in. How many did you buy?
125.
125 bucks. 125 bucks. I was going to say books. And they didn't say it was because you watched the show. Damn it! I wonder why didn't they give us the credit for that? Did you tell them it was?
I don't know that I told them. I didn't
come on, Bob! Wow,
that's pretty cool. A better platform.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
for doing
that is amazing.
So you put that like instead of the Bible or next to the Bible, or how does that whole thing work?
We're giving it to our property owners and
cool.
letting them know that the proceeds went to the Friends of the Mound House. And that there are opportunities there for them to join.
Nice.
And
wow.
It's just, you'll have such.
That's cool. So you have 125 total properties then, or?
We're growing, actually.
Nice.
We're looking for other quality properties to represent on Fort Myers Beach because we've got a lot of guests that want to come.
Yeah.
So how have reservations been recently?
Good. They're, folks are a little bit more tentative. They are booking later, so they're not booking 6 months in advance, which is understandable.
Yeah, we heard that's the deal, that people kind of wait until the last minute before they book. Yeah, cool.
Has that changed how you do reservations?
Not really.
Okay.
And you've got a lot of people here that come back year after year, so they've made their bookings back last February to come in February or January to come in January.
Fingers crossed for the Shrimp Festival coming up. I know that
signed up for the 5K, and
you kidding?
It was a little disappointing.
Oh, last year.
Last year.
Yeah. What's your 5K time? What's your best time?
Yeah, that's personal.
No, it's not. I didn't ask you what your underwear size was or something.
No, he'll ask you how much you make. Oh, God.
What is your fastest mile? Now, how old are you? First of all, we'll put you in the right category. What are you? 50? 52?
No.
I don't know. You guess ages, right?
No, I don't. If I guess my wife's age,
I'm going to be 59 next month.
So you're all right. We would be in the same group then if we ran. I'd be looking at you from behind. I mean, for sure. So really, when was the last 5K you ran? Because nobody's holding them anymore.
You mean like for time?
No, yeah, in a race.
Yeah.
A race.
We actually, back home, we sponsored a 5K every Thursday morning in the month of July and August.
That's
and
nice.
we got probably 200,
I'm sure.
250 guests that came out.
Yeah.
For sure.
And just really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So what was your damn time, Bob? Tell me.
I'm
What do you pull
I'm
now?
pushing it. I might do a 9-minute mile.
Very
Well,
nice.
that's
Very
good.
nice. That's good. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
When you were younger, were you running 5Ks or did you pick it up later in life?
I did cross country in high school,
Okay.
and then
Different.
I didn't run anymore for a long time after that.
Are your knees holding up? Because I
Yeah.
know that running on the pavement really sucks sometimes. I mean, it's just.
Well, and y'all's beach is so much better
Right,
than mine
right.
for
Mhm.
running. It's hard sand. It's flat. On the Outer Banks, you're running at an angle most of the time.
Right.
And you can find soft sand if you really want to dig in workout, and you can run on the harder sand. So you have every
So we
option.
actually did our 5Ks on the beach for a season as well.
So
And
do you?
it was dependent on the tides how hard it was.
So
Right,
you're not
right.
the kind of person that has these awards and medals in the backyard hanging up. I mean, it's so people like that. Or do you have that kind of stuff in the backyard?
I mean,
some-
like from all the 5Ks.
yeah.
I mean, you got to take the medals home. You got to do
Yeah.
something with them.
She does that. She's got medals everywhere,
Mine
and
are
just
kind of in the
annoying.
closet, I
Yeah.
think. But
So
I
what
used to
is-
have trophies from when I was 8 years old. I played every sport like baseball, and we had football, and we had lacrosse, and because I'm a superior athlete, I used to get a lot of trophies, and she threw them out. They were in the attic, and she threw them out.
He
And
had a box
that's
of trophies
it's tough
from
to
when he was 8 years old.
it's tough to
and
break
half
from
of them
things
were
like
broken.
that. It's tough to
my wife's
recover.
been after my comic books the last couple of years.
Comic
Well,
books.
no,
Those
but
are worth
those
a
are
lot of money.
Taking up
Those
space.
have money.
Yeah.
How
Those
far back do you go?
More the 60s.
All Marvel? You got Marvel in
Marvel.
there? Yeah, that's big
I'm a
money right
Marvel
there.
guy, yeah.
You go to the comic book.
Comic-Con?
That's for goofballs.
Just put them in
Yeah.
a crate and,
Yeah.
And
save
let
them
them
for
let them
25
accrue.
years.
Yeah.
Right. Now the paper's sticking to each other and
So
all
can
that.
I get back
Go right
to-
ahead.
so
Were you asking them questions about something?
what-
I'm sorry.
what-
I didn't
just
mean to talk about
ballpark-
myself.
if you can, a ballpark figure of how much a vacation would cost down here if you were to do a studio or a house. What is the average, or does it vary so much?
And does it matter where you stay? Like,
well, I know it matters. I mean, it's going to be more on the Gulf than it is off
I
the
mean,
Gulf.
you've got a real variety of ranges because we've got a variety of sizes. And
So you have something to meet everyone's budget. That's where I'm going here. That's where I'm
Yes.
leading. All right.
and there are also some properties there like Mojo's you can rent for 3 nights or 4 nights. There are places that you can't do that
right.
and
because of the rules on the beach, right?
because
You
the
got
rules on the beach,
yeah.
and it's either weekly or monthly in some other spots. So we respect that, and
The one thing
we try
about
and get along.
Yeah, the one
Right,
thing about
right.
the governor's rules that I didn't quite follow along was when they started to open things up again, it was like the
Oh, yeah.
vacation rentals were like they were
You
just
guys
left
got
out
hammered,
you were left
yeah.
out hanging. It was like, why, what's wrong with the vacation? And it didn't make any sense to me. And then the counties had to step up and propose why our county, we have a great county government here. They stepped right up and got the vacation rentals going. But that whole thing was strange. But of course, the whole year was strange. But that really was totally strange.
No, and I think it took some lobbying on the part of the vacation rental associations
Mhm.
to make the point that, hey, these are really, you've got more control over your surroundings than you do in a resort or a hotel.
Bob, what can we do for you, man? You've been great to us, and what
Well,
can
why
we
don't
do?
you give out all the information,
yeah.
how people can get a hold of you, see the properties on the web? Can they go in there and look around and check
We've
it
got
out?
a great new website, actually. That's
Perfect.
one of the things we brought to Sun Palace was we changed softwares, which is always painful.
Yeah.
Anytime you change software. And then we did a new website to go along with that. So
What's
it's
the
really
website
fast.
address?
It's sunpalacevacations.com.
Well, that's pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
And
And-
everything's on there, and all the availability. It's all real time. Lots of pictures, so you can really get an idea of what you're coming into.
And then
Cool.
that'll have the prices on there and everything out the door.
And by the way, folks, if you
Do
want
they
to
have
go,
pictures of inside the different homes so people can see? Oh, see?
Yes, ma'am.
That's
Tons of pictures
perfect.
for all the houses.
if you want to go to our Beach Talk Radio News website, big banner for them, and you can click right through to there and jump on there and say hi to everybody and see some of the pictures and anything else we can do, Bob. I mean, really appreciate you buying those books. I mean, Patrick was so great on the show, and he did such an awesome job with the Mound House book, and it's so nice.
It is a nice
there should be,
book.
you want to have local books like that or other things. I'm sure there are other things that like maybe magazines or there used to be a newspaper or whatever that you have in your room when you come to the beach because it's such a unique beach and we love it here. And that's super cool for people.
No, you want to be a good place to visit, but you also want to be a good place to live. And I was just really impressed with the steps the town took early on. And there's an old picture of Anita and Ray in there. They look a little bit younger.
Different.
Really?
Um,
All
but
right.
You
I'll
gotta
have to
find
look at
that
Yeah.
picture.
These guys went out on a limb to get the Mound House property.
For sure.
A
Yeah,
lot
they
of
did a great
litigation,
job with that.
all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So I
By the
really
way, if you
appreciate
think that putting 125 of these in your properties, I won't even charge you
Yeah.
anything. I'm kidding about that. But all right, Bob. Well,
no,
thank
y'all
you.
done a great job. But
Oh, thanks,
yeah, there
man.
was a real void after the sandpaper
Yeah.
folded.
Yeah.
And so y'all
They
done
did a great
of
job.
picking up local news. Local government always needs good critics. And
Well, that's my wife sometimes gets a little crazy with that stuff, but
I've
we
got to tell you, I
appreciate
was the mayor of Nags Head for 4 years.
No kidding. How
So-
was it?
so
How
did
was it being
10
elected?
years as an elected
Wow.
official?
Wow. How was that?
It was interesting.
Do you get a lot of calls from residents when you're elected?
A few.
Yeah,
There you go.
mostly.
You got
People
to be a
don't-
good listener.
Do people call you and say, "Bob, you're doing a hell of a job"?
Rarely. Rarely. I did double their property taxes, so I.
Wait a second. Who's that? Wow. Look at Anita Saracita, always with the hair aflow.
Yep.
Wow. And who else is in there?
Show it on
Ray.
there.
I don't know if you can see that. We're definitely taking a picture of that and putting it up there. That is pretty cool. That's who are the other folks? I don't even know who the other folks are. That's Ray and
Ted.
Ted. Wow, that's pretty cool. Mayor of Nags Head, Maria says, "Wow, Mayor of Nags Head." So very nice, very cool. Thanks for doing that, Bob, and thanks for being
Thank
part of the
you.
show.
Thank
and
you
Yeah,
so
I've
much for
enjoyed
the
it.
book.
anytime you want to come on, man, just give us a call and we'll bump a guest for you, no matter who it is. So
Thanks a lot, y'all.
Thank
You're
you.
doing a great job.
thank you.
Appreciate so much.
Bob Oakes, everybody, and that is a crowd going wild. That's the artificial crowd you're going to hear at all the NFL games today and tomorrow. And before we get to our 10 o'clock segment, did she steal my? Yes, she stole my.
You handed it to me.
She stole my. I'm gonna read an ad because I really like reading ads. Bob is super cool. Dear, you're touching me a lot today, and I really like that, but I'm not
close.
used to it. So Island Oils LLC. I know you use it and I use it, and I know I have an ad here to